Welcome back to the Inside TFM podcast, the podcast that brought you the dual mule John Bonet Ramsey theory. I'm Jared Borslow here with Jake Goldman.
Hey, what's up? Really happy.
Yeah, same intro every single time.
Yep, that's what I do. That's what I do.
After 51 episodes.
I'm really excited, though, today, especially.
Good.
It's National Signing Day.
It is National Signing Day. Jake's wearing his little Florida Gators polo.
Represent.
He's watching live streams of high schoolers decide where they're going to go to college.
Yeah, Madison's been, like, walking by my desk, just shaking it. Well, actually, this was yesterday. He was just, like, calling me out for being a nerd.
He's really pumped out to see high schoolers throwing hats.
Yeah, I really like watching high schoolers wear hats.
And
it's
that guy
awesome.
talking about hats is Dan or Jester.
Who's also wearing a hat.
He's also wearing a hat of his college. How many 4-stars you guys get today at UCF?
No idea. This isn't really a big day for us.
Has it ever been?
I saw a headline. I typed in UCF recruiting, and it was like, Scott Frost, hopeful he can make some surprises.
And a surprise for you guys is like maybe a 3-star.
3-star, yeah, and then maybe a 4-star here and there, like a couple 4 stars.
Yeah, I would say UCF has a possible. I mean, there's just so much talent in the state of Florida that a 4-star is not out of the realm of possibility.
Well, your 4-stars come with caveats, though. It's like, yeah, he's got one hand, but he's a 4-star.
Yeah.
You don't need to go there.
Hey,
right?
he's a great football player.
What's that kid's name?
He was the AAC Defensive Player of the
He's
Year.
a phenomenal football player. It's just like I'm sure he got
Shaquille
passed
Griffin.
over. I'm sure a lot of
Google
teams
him.
passed him over because they're like, well,
Because he has one hand.
He has one hand.
That
I'm
makes-
happy Scott Frost was willing to take a flyer on him because
Well, I mean,
he's
great.
George O'Leary did.
Oh, George O'Leary, yeah.
R.I.P.
You act like George O'Leary who checked in at all at that point in time. He's probably just like
No.
passing it off to.
He probably didn't even check if he had another hand.
That was not even on the scouting report.
It's like, by the way, no, dude, he probably did that
Complete
just
oversight.
before Frost came in. It was just like, yeah, remember that top recruit we got?
I think it was Griffin was actually him and his brother, his twin brother, were both recruited. I think it was just an add-on, and he was actually better than his brother.
His
with
brother
one
was
hand.
a corner, right?
His brother's a corner, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the linebacker.
Yeah.
AAC Defensive Player of the Year.
Nice.
Honestly, very impressive. I hope he somehow
I hope he
gets
makes
like,
it the NFL.
I hope he does. That'd be incredible.
The best part is too, he doesn't cover it up. There's no glove. It's just the nub right in your face.
Yeah, Jason Pierre-Paul's got the fucking like shit on it, you know, doesn't he? Still,
I think so. I think he's a little insecure about it.
he is.
Yeah, he needs to just own
Didn't he like
Yeah.
shoot off his hand? What was the deal with
It was
Jason?
fireworks.
Firecrackers.
Firecrackers, yeah.
He just blew it up.
Dude,
Just hang on. He had an M80 in his hand for a little too long.
How do you like forget about that?
oh, fuck.
It's like you pull a pin on a grenade. Oh, hold on, I gotta take this phone call. And then it just blows up in your hand.
LOL, about to throw this firework. Oh, no.
Oh man.
God, they should not let pro athletes around.
Do anything.
Yeah.
Keep them in a room full of bubble wrap
Yeah.
and just like straight jacket. That's it.
That's what they're doing with Dez.
In
Dallas,
With the
they make him
Cowboys?
stay in his house.
Yeah, I think
He
there
has
was
parties at his house.
I think there was a situation in a Walmart parking lot that might be
Yeah.
the reason for that.
Yeah, that's probably
What happened?
We don't know. I mean, the tape's been destroyed.
Wait, I don't know the story.
It was a domestic abuse thing, right?
Yeah.
Des Bryant.
Fun stuff to talk about on this
Yeah.
Yeah,
podcast.
that's like-
Domestic
Involving
abuse.
his mother, if I recall.
Thanks, Ham. Thanks for that.
Interesting. Okay.
So on that note, real quick, before we jump into it today, I want to talk to you a little bit about Rowdy Gentlemen. Right now, we have just added 50 items to our sale collection, stuff from fall. So I know a lot of y'all are still in places where it's cold. We got a lot of beanies, sweatshirts, long sleeve tees. So it's all been marked down. You can kind of pull the trigger on it now if you've been waiting. But just to, grease the wheels a little bit, we want to give you a promo code too. Promo code is Otto20. That's OTTO20. Otto20. And that's an additional 20% off for all you podcast listeners of our sale collection. So anything in the sale collection, you get an additional 20% off with that code, Otto20.
And a portion of those proceeds will go to freeing our man Otto.
That's
Jared,
not
take it
true.
away.
That's not true.
That might be true. We don't know yet. So, as some of you may remember, there is a University of Virginia Theta Chi who has been held prisoner in North Korea for over a year now. His name is Otto Warmbier,
Nobody cares. Nobody
seems to care.
Nobody seems to care. I don't understand.
So
I don't get it.
He literally in a labor camp for 15 years. He was sentenced. They say he's planting apple trees all day.
No, he's got a Andy Dufresne hammer and he's just breaking boulders.
He's breaking boulders. Go on.
For all of you that don't know what an Andy Dufresne hammer is, it's a Shawshank
Who
Redemption.
hasn't seen Shawshank?
Yeah, if you have a TV on, it's somehow going to turn on to have Shawshank on at some point.
If you leave TNT on
Yeah.
for just 24 hours,
AMC,
TBS,
AMC,
any of those
24
kind of
hours.
things.
USA, it's coming on at one point.
So he's using a hammer to break rocks down to smaller rocks. Then he's getting a sledgehammer, and I think he's pounding dust into an even finer dust.
They need a lot of dust and rocks in North Korea.
They do.
That's
I
how they
find it
eat.
hard to believe they have apple trees there.
It's a place riddled with famine.
Yeah. So he's been there since January 2nd. That's when he was arrested. He was sentenced to 15 years in March of last year. And we have not had an update on him in months.
Since March. Since he gave that like staged whole like the forced apology.
biggest mistake I ever made.
It's really what's sad is it's
Hey
not.
man, I would have cried too, Otto.
Oh
No
my
shame
God.
in that.
yes.
I think they were
Dude's
forced
facing
tears, but
15 to life. Like they say 15 years, but that's life. That's a life sentence in North Korea.
Oh man, like
He's in whatever version of Siberia, North Korea.
North Korea borders Siberia.
Is
If
it
he's
in
in
Siberia?
northern North Korea, he is in Siberia.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
So here's the deal. We realized that nobody was taking this matter into their hands, and so we took it into our hands. Dan and I yesterday, I wrote the petition. Dan wrote the editorial. We wrote a petition to free Otto Warmbier from his North Korean captors and bring him back. Bring home our beautiful baby boy Otto
That's
to,
right.
to the United States of America.
He made a bonehead decision that almost every drunk kid has ever done in their lives. It's just he did it in the wrong country.
And
I've
if you
stolen
look at the
plenty.
banner, it was red and white. It would have been awesome in a Theta Chi house.
It would have colors. That's a good point.
Great color scheme.
Probably why I was. That's why I stole that.
Can you imagine the pledge motivation when you have just a North Korean like propaganda poster that's like work hard for the greater good or whatever?
Yeah,
and
well,
like,
the
you're-
supreme leader.
You know the best pledges ever, forever.
yeah. It's like, no, we don't want to stop pledging. We just want to pledge.
We want to keep pledging. Feed us oversized rabbits and moldy apples.
We don't care. We'll fuck a goat. We'll fuck 6 goats for
No,
the
they
leader.
don't. They don't have moldy apples. They don't even have that. They have those like plastic apples that you put in the middle of
Oh.
a centerpiece of a table.
Like in the interview, yeah.
yeah. That's why Otto's there.
Oh, I was thinking more Vice. You ever see the Vice special where they go to North Korea?
No.
Oh, it's amazing.
I have not seen that.
It's so good.
The entire country is a sham.
It's
Like the storefronts are fake.
That's insane.
I really love when he goes to like some just random rest stop to like get like a drink or something, and it's like that's a planned rest stop. They have one chick working in this giant building and
Just
it's
for
like,
these hours that you're here with a camera crew.
yeah, it's
like-
just like every single step.
It's
just
it's like
staged.
it's a TV production. It's
It's-
what it is.
It's hilarious. Like there's one point where he's at a banquet hall to get dinner, and they bring out like food and food and food and food, and there's no one else in there, and it's like 100 plates of food for just like, oh, this is what we always do. We have so much food, we just bring it out just in case 100 people show up.
Meanwhile, every citizen in that country is starving to death. Like
Including Otto.
People are literally eating grass there to
Otto,
get carbs.
Otto probably looks like Christian Bale in
The Machinist.
right now.
Just like bleaching his hands constantly. Oh, this isn't even funny.
So, yeah, so Dan and I made this petition, and one thing we realized, at this point, based on the response we've gotten and the amount of people who read the editorial, we should have at least a few
thousand.
no, I'd say a few hundred. I want to be
I would
conservative.
say a few thousand signatures.
Because here's what happens. WhiteHouse.gov tries to make you not want to sign the petition by making you have to put your name,
It's a
put your
multiple-step
email,
process.
press send, go to your email, click confirm, and then click confirm again.
I think they don't want what happened the last time I submitted one of those, which was to bring back 3D Doritos.
Okay, that's probably what they don't want. But the thing
Yeah.
is, finding 100,000 people in 30 days to do that one
really
like-
shouldn't be that hard for us.
No, I don't think it would be that hard for us, but it's hard for a lot of people,
Yeah.
like people who don't have such a wide audience. And I mean, the thing is, our petition is still at one signee.
I know that's false because I signed it and,
And
Joe
I
signed
signed
it.
And I signed
Yeah.
it, and Tasha signed
Micah
it, and Micah
signed
signed
it.
it, and Madison signed it, and Dylan signed it, and we have people telling us in the
We have
comments
at
they
least
signed it.
13 signatures.
At least
Yeah.
13, minimum.
More than one.
Not one. And I think that something with the new
Maybe it's the new
White House,
administration.
new
I don't
administration. I don't think they're updating WhiteHouse.gov petitions.
Maybe
They might have shut that site down. I don't know.
maybe there's a little North Korea bleeding into our regime.
Well, we have.
or maybe North Korea hacked. I don't know.
it could be a hack.
We
We
they
do
don't
know.
want
We
free
do
him.
know Kim Jong Un frequents our website.
Yes.
We've seen traffic numbers from the country of North Korea, and you have to think it's Un because there's what 2 computers in
Yeah.
that whole country.
Well, I mean, none of them can go onto
You're not
American websites.
No,
yeah.
It's got to be somebody from like the real time the big regime.
Dude,
No.
do you think Kim Jong Un's just like, ha 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 ha, yeah?
Oh, rush boobs, nice.
Well, the thing is too, every time we write about him, me or Dylan, it's always like tongue in cheek, like kind of very satirical, but we're like praising him
Right.
for everything he does. So he's probably he doesn't understand sarcasm at all.
No.
Probably. So he's
probably,
he's
yes,
like
Supreme Leader enjoys this.
so the entire time he's reading it, he's just probably stroking himself off. He's like, I love this site.
So I hope he does like rush boobs because one of the commenters gave us a good idea. It was free Otto or tits out for Otto. That's what it was.
Oh. You could really, with the O and the
That's-
TTs.
That's what about Dave Ruff said, the guy who
TTs.
was on the podcast last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
PGP's
so-
on.
PGP's own Dave Ruff said the nipples could be the O's, and then you just write a TT in the middle, and that's
O's on them, TTs.
that's Dave's idea for tits out for Otto.
So even if we can't get this petition off the ground because we legitimately can't get past one signee, we're just gonna legitimate ground. That is the basement. Let's just start the tits out for Otto movement.
Yeah. hashtag.
Maybe Un's gonna see him and be like, oh man, I should free this kid.
No,
We just
he
need to
will
get that
never
message
free
out.
the kid if we send him boobs.
Okay, well, maybe they should write under it free or Otto and but no more of these unless you free him.
So we want an initial rush and then stop. And then once he's free, let him out.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter about Un. This is more of just getting the American people on board with the tits out for Otto, free Otto movement.
Tits out for
Hashtag.
We need to get some eyeballs on the cause.
That's right.
And there's no way to do it. Like, we've tried being serious about it. We've tried joking about it. The White House shut us down. This is all there is left.
Kim Jong-un's just like, bring back the forums. What the fuck was that, Micah?
Micah's
Micah,
phone.
what's
going
Producer
on,
Ham's
Micah?
phone.
Come on,
his
man.
Siri
This
just
is
started talking to
important.
him.
We're trying to do a podcast here.
We're trying to support a
Way to be
cause, start a
professional.
cause.
Be a professional.
Don't point
one
at
time.
me.
What are you
Micah.
pointing at,
It
Ham?
came from you.
It was
It's-
your phone. You're the only person on that side of the room.
How is it any of us?
Man,
Oh, my God.
it just completely derailed us.
Wow.
Ugh.
Micah clearly doesn't care about Otto.
Yeah.
Well, that was actually the end of that segment anyways. So next up, we have an update from the Indiana Delta Chi chapter. They actually sent me this statement like,
Oh, this is the Great Wall of Lawn Chairs or
this
whatever?
is the lawn chair saga. If you guys
Yeah.
remember, they bought over $1.5 million worth of lawn chairs for $58 or $54 or whatever. And they just sent me this update like 30 minutes ago. It says, statement from the Office of the Treasurer of the Indiana University Delta Chi chapter. After sending our own letter to Menards last week, in addition to the letter Congressman Jim Banks sent, we still have yet to hear back regarding the chairs or the real explanation behind the discount. At this point, we believe Menards has no interest in honoring the sale, donating to our philanthropy, or, at the very least, providing better reasoning for the price of the chairs other than a computer's imagination. We're all quite distraught over the ordeal, as are all of us, as our estimated total to be raised for our philanthropy this semester will not be anywhere near what we expected it to be had the sale been honored. Due to Menard's complete disregard over the debacle, we have no other comments at this time. The one thing we can say, however, is that the brothers of the Indiana University Delta Chi chapter will certainly be going to Home Depot for home improvement sales henceforth, although we're confident Menards will not lose any sleep over that. And that's from Ficky Sadikov, A+ name, treasurer of the Indiana University
Of
Delta
course
Chi
he's
chapter.
the treasurer.
Ficky Sadikov. It's just a great name.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that like Moldovan? Is that some sort of Chechenian? I don't know. It's great though.
Chechin? Chechenian?
Chechen? Isn't it Chechenian?
Is it Chechin?
I think it's, no, you're
Cheshire.
Thinking,
You're Cheshire.
You're thinking Szechuan chicken, like that Chinese
Szechuan.
food. Yes, Szechuan. Okay, so
Wow. Is that racist?
no, it's not racist.
Okay, you say so.
So, okay, Menards hasn't said shit, even though a U.S. congressman messaged them. What do we think about that?
Sounds like they kind of want to just like pretend this away. Like maybe it's a figment of their imagination, like that.
Maybe that
computer
email was a figment of a computer's imagination, so they didn't even
Yeah.
know it was sent.
No, this is all simulation. Elon Musk said so himself. So, I mean, this is just the protocol. You ignore it. Everything's a figment.
I agree with that because I think that the computer, after it made up that sale, was like, fuck, I got to cover my tracks. I'm going to send out this email.
Yeah,
Wow.
They're-
We're really getting to the bottom of
they're
this.
catching on. Tamara
Dan?
Banks, man, or whatever her name was.
Tamara Mowry.
Tamara Maurer.
Mowry.
What are your thoughts, Dan?
I think that was like she has to be the biggest winner of this entire
yeah.
fiasco, right?
Yes.
Like, when's the last time somebody Googled her before this story?
Never. Did nobody talk about
It's been
Tamara
a good
Mowry
20 years.
since the show Sister Sister was on air?
Yeah.
Dude,
So I think she's the biggest winner in this whole fiasco.
for sure. I think Jared. I think you single-handedly jettisoned her public awareness points a little bit.
Just
by-
like, oh, that was her name?
Like all of
Oh.
a sudden, her agent's calling her again. Like,
Yeah. Hey, I know I haven't gotten you a gig in like 22 years, but
Hey, love the chairs. Love the chairs. Those are great. They're really lowballing those. But yeah, so listen.
so what do
WB.
you think?
So here's what
we're
we're gonna
trying
do.
to revamp Sister. It's all the rage right now. They brought back Boy Meets World. What if we do a spin-off of Sister?
with transgenders, brother, sister, brother, sister.
Brother, brother, sister, sister.
Very very topical right now.
Oh my god.
So here's the thought
Takes place in
process.
North Carolina.
If Menards is not going to give any money to the Jimmy V Foundation, I'm petitioning Tamara Mowry to donate $10,000 to the Jimmy V Foundation in the name of the Indiana University Delta Chi chapter.
Balls
So-
in your court, Tamara.
balls in your court, Tamara.
Your chair's your problem.
Exactly.
She designed them.
You designed them. They're
According
yours.
to U.S. Congress, you did.
No,
According to U.S. Congress, those are your designed
True.
chairs, Tamara.
doesn't matter if they're alternate facts.
Don't fuck with us. Don't fuck with us. All right. Now we're gonna move on to Dan's segment. Fuck it.
Going to my segment.
Yeah, Dan's
It
segment.
causes me to get. I have to get up and get my phone.
Oh, never mind then. Oh,
Oh,
producer Ham.
Micah.
You know what? This is a great time.
It's a good segment.
This is a good time to do the Micah segment that we have every
Oh.
week that we don't tell Micah about. But he knows it's coming now
Yeah, let's
every
start
week.
with Micah's segment.
So thank you for handing Dan his phone, Ham. So here's the Ham segment, the ham sandwich. Ham, what's up?
Hey, J-Bone.
What'd you have for lunch today?
I had some leftover tacos that I made at my house.
Nice.
Wow. Cool.
It was delicious.
What kind of tacos?
Wait, was it lit?
Yeah, I'd say they were lit. They were. It was a sort of a pork guisado stew that I made.
Oh my God, this is a great segue.
That's muy
This
bueno.
is not the Micah segment, but here's the deal. So producer Ham, this came up in the office like 2 months ago. We found out that he does this thing where whenever he's ordering Tex-Mex or at a Mexican restaurant or saying a Mexican word, he says it in what he thinks is a Mexican accent, but it's really like a LA like gangbanger accent.
He affects a cholo accent, which is way more offensive than mispronouncing it.
I don't believe that's true.
Say
Okay.
tortilla.
Well, tortilla, but
No,
if-
no,
Say
no,
how
no,
you would
no,
say it.
no.
Imagine I'm a waitress.
Okay, ma'am, can I have some more tortillas?
Say guacamole.
Say it. Say guacamole.
Can we get some guacamole?
Dude,
All right,
it's
Micah,
so offensive.
your
I-
top-
wait, I'm sorry. Can we get a little more salsa for this side of the table?
Your top 5 orders at a Mexican restaurant.
There we go. Top
Go.
5 orders. Mexican restaurant.
Oh well, probably. I'm team no sizzle, as you guys may
Which
not
means he
know.
doesn't like fajitas.
I like fajitas. I'm just not going to order them at a Mexican restaurant.
Okay.
I like to go with the tacos al carbone.
Say it right though. Come
Yeah,
on.
come on, dude.
Oh.
The
Say
way
it,
I'm
dude.
the
Micah,
waitress.
yeah.
We're the waitresses.
Yeah.
I'll have the tacos al carbone and the asadero tacos. Let's see.
What else?
I like the
See?
frog legs at Matt's El Rancho. I don't know how you say that in Spanish, but
It would be piernas.
me gusta los enchiladas.
Piernas del. I forgot to say frog.
Yeah, I like
Piernas del
enchiladas.
sapo. That's toad legs.
I'm a big fan of the Mexican martini, so I don't really
Martini.
order margaritas very often.
Okay.
But if I did, that's how I would ask for one.
Hey, so should we do the actual thing we were going to ask him? Or should we back down? Keep that in the piggy
We
bank.
can keep that.
Y'all
in the
can
back
save it
pocket.
for next week. Let's
Yeah.
get on to the dance.
We get a whole piggy bank of like little topics we're
Yeah,
going to have
dude.
you
that was
answer.
a good off the cuff one. We were gonna ask a different one, but
Yeah,
that just
very good,
worked.
Dan.
It worked.
Shot from the hip, man. All right, so I guess I'll go to my segment. As you guys know, I do Instagram Babe of the Day for the website. If you go through some of these girls' accounts, even guys' accounts too, I actually there's gonna be some guys mixed in here too. You'll see that they put an inspirational like paragraph or quote under a picture that has just makes no sense. So my segment is going to be Instagram Babe of the Day or Guy of the Day, Quote of the Day. And how it works is I'm going to read off the quote, and I'm going to ask you guys to describe whether this is a guy or a girl, first off, and then what they're doing in the picture.
Okay.
Let's hear the quote.
Well, what's the quote?
All right, let's start off. First quote. Let's throw the word problem out of our vocabulary. A problem is viewed as a drawback, a struggle, or an unstable situation, while a challenge is viewed as something positive, like an opportunity, a task, or a dare. Whenever you face an obstacle, try looking at it as a challenge.
Jared.
Okay, I think this is gonna be a picture of a female Instagram model, like in some sort of recovery phase. Maybe she's like icing her leg or something like that.
Okay, I like your take on that. I think I'm gonna go with just any sort of CrossFit Olympic lift is happening right now.
Okay, you were both wrong. It is actually just a guy in gray sweatpants, a white tee, and a like a black jacket over it, and just kind of like staring off into the distance. Nothing really.
What? How does that even relate?
Where's the problem in that picture?
He looks comfortable.
I'm not sure who's taking this picture.
What? Yeah. How do you?
He's got one hand in his pocket, so maybe that's where he's keeping his problems. I'm not sure.
I don't problems in my pocket.
But that's a quote thanks to noted Instagram user Steve Cook.
Oh, Steve Cook, the bodybuilder.
The bodybuilder, yeah.
Okay.
Oh man.
Does the picture need to be related at all to the quote, or is it just like they really want to post this quote, so they put a picture to it, or they really want to post this picture, so they put a quote with it? Like, I don't understand.
Either way, it's asinine.
It's very asinine. Yes.
Okay. You got another one?
I got a few more. Let's go.
And you can see these. You can see these on the what is it? The
On the
wrap up,
website.
the report, or whatever you call it, Micah.
Well, we're gonna post this podcast with the video to the website.
The write up.
So head to totalfratmove.com and you'll see it on the front page.
All right, let's go to another quote. And I'm gonna omit a few things just in case it like gives it away. So
Okay.
I'll go with this. Always march to the beat of your own drum. Don't let anyone tell you you're not good enough. You can do something, or that you're a sucky blank, and should cover up on the blank. Do what you want and be who you want to be.
It's going to be a picture of another female Instagram model in the gym wearing like an outfit that is a little bit revealing, but she's doing something really impressive.
Yeah, that makes sense. I would go with that as well.
No, it's actually my friend Paige Brannick in a Bob's Burger t-shirt.
Why is she wearing a Bob's Burgers t-shirt?
What is the how does this tie in? Why is it black and white?
Does she wear that on the golf course? Is that the point? Is she wearing a Bob's
That's a good point. It is black and white. It's in Bob's she's wearing glasses and she's in a Bob's Burger t-shirt.
Is she saying that people get mad at her for wearing a Bob's Burgers t-shirt on the golf course?
Cover up that Tina T.
Cover up Tina. She can't be here.
What?
This is Augusta. No women.
Okay.
Go in as much as you want, because I know she's going to be listening to this. Like
Paige.
specifically this segment.
Paige, how does that picture relate to that quote? I need to know.
Paige, I kind of get it because like Tina is like awkward and different, and she writes erotic friend fiction, and like she's an odd character, but that doesn't relate to the covering up on the golf course whatsoever. But
Okay.
I don't know.
Keep doing
You
Paige.
you let us know. Dan's fine with it.
Also, Paige, you're coming on the podcast soon. I hope you know that.
I'm trying to get her down for South by Southwest.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So,
That'd be dope.
yeah.
Let's do it.
In studio.
Oh, producer Ham goes in studio and winks at me.
Ugh.
God.
She's engaged, Micah.
You shouldn't have
yeah,
even
you
said that out loud.
fuckstick.
Now she's never coming on the show.
Sorry.
Probably not.
He
Sorry,
didn't
Paige.
say that, Paige.
We're moving
Oh,
on.
I did it again.
God, gross.
God, Ham.
Moving
Okay,
on.
let's go.
Next quote. Some people live because they think it's going to get them bitches or money.
It's Diplo. It's Diplo.
Dan, is this you?
Close. Or exotic cars.
Tim
But
Tebow.
fuck that shit, bro. It's about self-development and personal growth and being a fucking suck unit.
What?
Succulent?
A sickuant? Hashtag fuck the fads. There's no reason why you should be a punier version of yourself, brah. So get a grip on those nuts and fuck the haters. Slam the pedal to the metal, baby. That's a little motivation speech from yours truly. Just snorted 3 scoops of let's fucking get tea, baby.
Okay, first off, hashtag fuck the fads is 1 letter away from being very offensive.
That's very true.
So, secondly, I feel like this is a trick question, and that is one of Dan's Instagram captions.
No, I don't think Dan goes that hard with the. I don't think you would go. That's if you wrote that, it'd be so tongue in cheek, but it's just too much. I'm gonna guess who this is. I'm gonna say, shit, Rich Piana.
It's actually Donald Trump.
Oh my God, no,
it's not. You
No, it's
fucking
not.
idiot.
I know. It's this guy named John Skywalker.
Oh, he's another bodybuilder.
He is a shirtless bodybuilder in a pool, or he's in a hot tub, but he's also holding a slice of pizza. And he's looking at his other hand that he has curled up. Kind of tiny hand. Coming from a tiny hand guy and myself, kind of looks like he has some small hands.
If he's saying fuck the fads, why is he holding pizza, which is like the biggest fad?
That is
Yeah.
like the biggest like. Oh, let's make a pizza balloon. Let's make a pizza
Oh my
float.
god, it's a T-shirt and it says love, but it's like a pepperoni pizza is what it's written.
Oh my god, like I got a pizza sweatshirt from my Yorkie. Like that is what pizza
Yeah.
is.
God. Okay. Are there any more?
And here's the last one.
Oh yes.
Mind over matter. If you don't mind, then it don't matter.
That is going to be
Marshawn Lynch.
I was gonna say it's someone lifting something with their brain. Just their mind only. Manipulating matter.
Okay. I find that hard to believe unless it's Chris Angel's Instagram. Dan is a Chris Angel's Instagram.
No, it is the same guy actually. And he is doing kind of like a thinker pose. Not really sure. He's in gym gear, kind of a shirt like a cutoff, and he's just kind of like looking down monogamously, like.
Monogamous.
Yeah,
Dan, do you know what that means?
Yes, I do. That came out completely wrong.
he's like contemplating whether or not he should stay with her. I guess.
I'm gonna
Man, do we break up?
I focus
God.
on one thought and one thought only.
monogamy.
I
Oh God.
can't think of the word right now, and it's not.
Pensively?
Let's go with that.
Inquisitively, or
That's
I
not
don't know.
inquisitively.
No.
Let's just stick with monogamously.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
we can go
that's
with
right.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what you meant, but I like how it sounded.
Okay, that's Dan's segment.
Ominously. There it is. He's
Ominously.
looking off ominously.
So it went from like staying with your girl to just being the devil. I like that transition.
Okay. Time for Jared's segment.
Ooh,
Uh,
Jared.
Yeah, so this is a segment that PGP's own David Ruff, noted Inside TFM podcast guest, has been wanting me to do for a while. It's called the clearance rack, and it's as you guys know, I wear a lot of clearance rack items that I get from the Sports
I
Authority
believe
going
he
out of
called
business
you
sales.
the human clearance rack.
I'm the human clearance rack. I actually, as you guys may have seen, I once was wearing a clearance rack polo of mine while watching the TV show Chopped, and they and they did like the the hometown video of one of the chefs, and I was wearing the same shirt as him, like
And
literally the one I was wearing at the time.
He got chopped first, didn't he?
First off, yes, he got chopped first. Second off, he was a fucking strip club chef.
Dude,
Like
that's how you
buffet?
dress, man.
I
Buffet?
literally am watching Chopped, and I go, I have that shirt. Oh, it's a strip club chef, and I look down, and I'm wearing that fucking shirt. It was really sad.
Dude, you're like a pair of flaming pepper pajama pants away from being a strip club chef.
What?
I don't know if you've ever seen chefs, but they wear pajama
you know
pants a
who
lot.
probably frequents the strip club buffet?
The guy who's about to
Producer
talk.
Micah.
Hey, what
Let's
do you
go
gotta
to
say?
him.
I've never had lunch at a strip club.
Dinner though.
Yeah, he specifically says,
I've never
Lunch.
eaten a buffet
Bring the
at a
Cecil.
strip club.
It's true. He's not. He's more of a topless steakhouse guy. He's classy.
topless steakhouse.
I'll have the roast
The
beef
la-
curtains.
The last meal I had at a strip club
That's
was
a
a
ridiculous
steakhouse.
statement.
Or was a steak.
That's
actually.
a ridiculous statement to say.
You ever eat a strip
The
club?
last meal I had.
I think
at
it's
a-
the only
that-
meal I've ever
that
had.
impli- No, that implies so many more meals.
Yeah,
Because
you
you had to
would
remember
say the
one.
only meal.
Because that means multiple came to
You
your
would've said
head,
the
and you're
only
like, no,
time
the
I've ever
last
eaten at a
one I
strip club.
had. The last one I had was
You're
the
such
steak.
a piece of shit. Okay.
God, you are a fucked up human.
This is me letting y'all finish. The best part about Jared's tweet, and it's the best tweet he's ever done other than the Gangnam Style one, is
Trash
the
tweet.
photo of the guy on Chopped. And it says, like the super on the bottom of the screen says Jim Smith, and then it just straight up identifies him as strip club chef. And behind him, you can see the pole.
Yeah, there's a stripper
like
pole
in the
behind him.
background. It made me. It was
Yeah.
funny. We'll have to find it. We'll embed that in the post.
It was
as
funny
well.
for you. It was sad for me. And so, anyways,
yeah, to the segment.
big clearance rack guy. And so I decided, per Dave Ruff's request, to turn my clearance rack lifestyle into clearance rack takes. So I take all the cold to lukewarm takes that nobody wants, and I bundle them up and shop them to you guys for a heavily discounted price.
Okay.
So here's the first here's the first clearance take. Jackie Robinson is selfish for hogging the number 42. Nobody wants that take for some reason.
You know,
Do either of you guys want that take?
one of the saddest parts about that take is the Tampa Bay Rays have 3 numbers retired,
Yes.
right? And one of them is Jackie Robinson.
They're Jackie
Who
Robinson,
never played for the
Wade
Rays.
Boggs, who played 1 season with the Rays, but he did have a 3,000 hit with the Rays.
Yeah.
And then our third one is Don Zimmer, a manager,
Nice.
a general manager.
Hey, man.
You've never had like a career play. Like
We've never had a
that
player.
stayed longer than
We've never
a
retired
year.
a raised player's number who was on the team for more than one season.
Fred McGriff deserves it, though.
Fred McGriff does deserve it.
What
I
about
don't know.
Canseco?
He juiced it, dude.
He's no Fred
He's a
McGriff.
juicer.
I know.
So either of you guys want that take?
I'll pass on that take.
Dan?
I'll definitely give that take a look.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, yeah, so I'll send that one over to you. Next take. Gonzo the Muppet did more work for Jewish rights than Ariel Sharon. He was Jewish, right? He had a big nose. I assume he was.
Gonzo.
I don't know who Ariel is, so yeah,
He was the
did.
Israeli prime minister, but Gonzo was a big nose. I assume he's a Jew. Like, you know, they kind of caricature people in that show to be like a certain type of person.
The blue guy.
Like
Yeah.
the vampire is clearly like a Brazilian man.
Is he?
Yeah.
That's also a clearance take. That's
Yeah,
2 and 1.
So either you guys want that take?
I don't want the take because I don't know who that guy was. The second guy. I know who Gonzo
Israeli
is.
prime minister.
I'm gonna pass on that take as well.
I thought
Drew.
the Jew might want the take. I don't.
Oh, because it's cheap.
It is. Yes, it is Jew. It's Jewish and cheap. It's like you're buying a discount menorah.
Perfect.
Okay,
Yeah, pass.
fine. Ham, you're Jewish. Do you want this take?
No.
Okay. whatever.
Yeah.
Next take. Donkey shows should be legal if the donkey consents.
I'll take that take 100%.
You want that?
I'll take that take.
Now, bidding war. Dan, do you want that take?
I'll go dolphin show because dolphins can consent.
Ooh.
Dolphins are the only animal
I
that actually enjoy sex.
Well, they don't consent. They
They
just
rape.
They
They do
they,
rape.
they rape
Yeah.
first and ask questions later.
I was gonna say they're not big on consent though.
They're like the least consenting animals I can think of.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Can you prosecute a dolphin for rape?
No, I think you just kill it.
I think
Or
that's
you,
what
no,
the
you,
Japanese
you turn
do.
it into albacore tuna.
We all know what it is.
So, anyways, if I think this could open up a market too. By the way, I'll go into a little bit of detail for Dr. Doolittle's to come back and like
my
talk to the
God.
donkey. Say, hey, do you want to fuck this like grimy ass dude in Tijuana?
Why is it fucking a dude?
I thought the donkeys fucked the
Eh,
girl.
No, it can go either way.
Wait, I want to give this take back.
No, it's only man donkey relationship.
Oh no, you keep that take then.
That's
you
why
already
it's
took it.
finished,
I
right?
already,
Yeah,
already,
take it.
Oh, God.
I already rung it up and I stuck it in the bag
And
for
I mean,
you. So
once
that's your take.
once you buy something off the clearance rack,
Yeah,
it's
can't-
no
no-
return.
no
return
returns.
policy.
No
Final
returns.
sale on that take. All right. So I got grimy dude donkey show take. That's good. Great. Like the Goodwill employee that's like, no one wants this. Here, just
Hey, enjoy it. Next take. Cucumbers and zucchinis are the same thing.
I'm taking that. I'm buying
No,
that.
I want that too. I want that too.
Bidding war. Who wants it more?
I do.
Why? Why do you want it more?
Because probably true. Like,
I don't know the difference. I honestly don't know the difference.
Like,
Throw pickles in there.
do you know
too.
how many times I've bought like a zucchini thinking it was a cucumber or the other way around? Just because like I was trying to rush my
Yeah.
grocery shopping.
I could not tell you. If you asked me to draw two of them, I couldn't draw.
If they
difference.
pickled them, would they taste different?
a pickled zucchini, I feel
Yeah.
like it would taste pretty good.
It's
pickled.
soaked in vinegar.
Yeah,
It's the same fucking thing. All right. Why do you want it?
I mean, I agree. Same thing.
Like, give it to Dan.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Dan gets it.
So I still have fucking.
You still
It would have gone great with my donkey show.
Yeah, you could have shoved either one of them up the donkey's ass. Next up,
Or the grimy dude, I guess.
or the grimy dude's ass. He's clearly in.
I
the
think he's
market
indifferent.
He's in the market for something in his ass.
Well, I think he'd probably know the difference between a zucchini and a cucumber.
How so?
It's a sensitive area.
Okay. Final clearance rack take for this week. Elephant walk should be encouraged and used to check your pledge brothers for both prostate and testicular cancer at the same time.
I wasn't really aware that there was digital penetration with the elephant walk.
There's different trains of thought. There's different elephant trains of thought.
So in this one, you need to massage the prostate.
In this one, you stick a minimum of 2 fingers up the anus, and you cup the balls.
I mean, you're just looking out for your pledge brother's
Yeah,
health.
Yeah. It's a health.
So you're not
thing.
even touching the dick?
No, you're just
Balls.
balls. Just balls.
Caressing them.
I'm going to pass on that.
You're gonna, they have to cough though. Like you're gonna have to ask them to cough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's going to be so
That-
weird,
no,
though.
the coughing's gonna be like the, but it's gonna be like a, you know.
But, dude, like, think about it. If that elephant walk's happening where people are coughing with a couple fingers up their butt, it's going to get real messy.
Oh, it's gonna contract, right? Yeah. Well,
You're never getting those fingers back.
you're gonna lose them in there.
You're gonna be Shaquille Griffin.
Is that? Are you saying that is how Shaquille Griffin lost his hand? That's how UCF defensive AAC Defensive Player of the Year.
No,
lost
it was
his hand.
actually a pretty tragic story when he was 4 years old, and he had to get his hand cut off by the doctors. But if you want to go there, way to bring up bad
Is that a
He stuck his
clearance
hand
take?
up
Is that a
somebody's
clearance
ass.
take? Clearance take.
The clearance. That's dance. You can. I don't want that take. I'm going nowhere near that take.
I don't want that take either.
I definitely
Okay.
don't.
Well, our big winner this week was Dan, who got the take that cucumbers and zucchinis are the same thing, and our loser is Jake, who got the take that donkeys are allowed to fuck men in the ass.
I really God damn it.
Okay, on to Jake's segment now.
Donkey fucker, let's go.
God.
Grimy men.
That
by
would
the
have
way.
been entertainment in the U.S. if Hitler would have won the World War.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just donkey shows with dudes. Okay, so my segment is called Go Fund Yourself. I know you guys, we get a lot of these in general where people send in their requests for us to publicize their Kickstarters or their GoFundMes. Usually it's for like a good cause. Sometimes, though, there are questionable reasons why people are raising money for something, and the amounts are pretty absurd. So each week I'm going to bring you just the most stupid fucking thing I can find on Kickstarter and show it to you. Ham, let's see hugs. And
Any
it's
day
coming.
now.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Let's go.
Let's okay, now put it
Man,
on the
this-
screen.
Such a great.
too busy eating some
produced
nachos.
podcast.
Nachos. Carne asada. This is Sending Hugs, mailable hugs featuring you.
Oh my
So here-
God.
Oh my god.
This is so bad.
So, here's the deal. The description is sending hug. I gotta get closer. I need to bring my glasses out. I'm an old man. Sending hugs. Draw or tape your face. Send. Recipient gets a hug by expanding the arms and attaching the hands around their neck. For those of you that are listening right now, basically the premise is, you know those like loops, the Mobius strips you make in middle school with construction paper? This woman has basically made them like that, but taped a picture of her face to it so that you can expand the construction paper and then wrap it around your head like a necklace.
They're
and then,
personalized Jack in the Boxes.
Yeah. Honestly, it's you wrap a piece of paper around your neck, and
But-
that's supposed to symbolize arms being like around your body, embracing you, and then touching your face is a picture of the person who's sending this to you's face. So it's like they're hugging you from across the
real
country
close.
or world.
So right now there is $658 pledged, 22 backers, 5 days to go. The goal is $8,000.
5 days, $8,000 for.
The thing is, too, these
God.
photos are like printed on computer paper.
Yes,
Like they're
That's the thing.
not.
This
there
is
is a
not high
video.
They're not
quality.
high quality.
Hold on, let's watch the video. Let's go to the video
Yeah, let's watch the video.
with volume. Okay,
All right,
that's
cut,
enough.
Cut,
Yeah.
cut that off. All right. So the biggest shock to me is this has already raised $658.
I got-
From 22 people.
Yeah, let's do the math there.
let's, oh no, my phone's not. Okay, here we go.
Was that $35 a person?
Dan, what do you think it is? Let's see how Dan's math is these days.
I'm gonna say like at least $5,000 a person.
Okay, no, $29.91 a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my thing is that, you know what? She kind of in the beginning of the video goes on about how it's like for charity and stuff. But if you scroll down, if you scroll down,
If you scroll down,
if you
okay.
scroll, what does it say next to the asterisk above risks and challenges, Micah?
Due to Kickstarter rules, no money raised from this campaign will be donated to charity.
What a liar!
That is just straight up alternate facts.
So I don't feel like a shithead. One. Also, two, this product is not sending your face in and getting it put on there and then sent to you so you can send it. You are buying all the shit. You're getting the base, basically.
Yeah.
You're getting construction paper with a head cut out of it and some hands on some wiggly things.
All for the low price of $8,000.
What are the people that donate? Like, there's tiered amounts that you get if you donate, like bonuses you get. So pledging $10 or more gets you 2 hugs. That's great. But you still have to cut out your picture, print it out. It's such a long step process.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Ham, scroll down to the biggest tier. I wonder how many, all the way to the bottom. If you spend $250,
You get 100 hugs.
yeah?
No.
That's
No.
0 backers on that
Oh,
one. Wow.
damn.
Now, if you actually received one of these, like 0 chance that's going around your neck, right?
Wait,
It's going right in the trash. Like, no chance that thing's going anywhere near my body.
Just be like, you spent $10 on this?
Also, like the way it's hugging you, I feel like paper cuts are like very.
Yeah, dude, it's all over your throat.
You buy this for me, like personally, you're out of the friend group. You're gone. You're out of my life.
But hey, listen, here's the deal. We don't want to be complete shitheads. What's this name? This lady's name? I'm not gonna say the name.
Oh wait, I'm pretty sure. Hey, say her last name, Micah. Say her last name.
Say her last name.
Kim Castellano.
No, that's not how you do it.
Castellano.
It's double L.
Castellano.
No, it's
Castellano.
Yeah, I was gonna do some Shaysmo or some Shaysmo.
But okay,
for you guys who don't know,
If-
I do have a Spanish major. Just saying.
yeah.
Just I need to drop that. I don't get to use it
You
very
also
often.
did a semester in Costa Rica. So
I did a summer in Costa Rica,
Yeah.
so feel free to hit me up if you're thinking of going to Costa Rica.
I dated a Spanish girl once, so like I'm pretty knowledgeable.
Nice.
Yeah.
You
Nice.
say Spanish. She was from Argentina, so I
Argentina,
don't. You're clearly not very knowledgeable if you just called an Argentinian a Spaniard.
That's all the same.
I'll speak Spanish.
Yeah. So if you, for some reason, want to donate to this, it's called Sending Hugs, mailable hug featuring you. Please don't leave any comments or anything like that. I don't think you can. But if you donate,
$250, you get 100 hugs.
just fuck shit up, fam.
Okay. All right, now it's time for an email we actually got this week.
Yeah, I'm going to do the abridged version of this. So Friday night, I got an email from a kid. I'm going to leave schools and stuff out of this. So this guy, he was transferring as a junior to a Big Ten school, a fairly large one, about 30,000 kids. And it might be more, I'm not sure. But he was coming from a 5,000 person school, and he really wanted to rush. He had some buddies in a particular frat that he was cool with, and they're not a bad fraternity at all. And throughout the process, he was pretty much like they were inviting him back. He was a sure thing. But when the final discussion came down, a fifth-year senior kind of put the kibosh on him, and they couldn't bid him. And so now his question to us is, should he transfer? And his reasoning is because he will lose credits if he transfers to another school, and he'll technically be a sophomore since this school – you won't get into the best house as a junior, or like the really good ones as a junior. Or should he just tough it out and like try to find another house, or like what other advice we can give him?
Yeah.
So I'm leaving names and all that out of it, obviously. But what I said was I think he shouldn't transfer again.
Yeah.
In the purpose of losing credits. And I think the best advice is to just like wait for that senior to be gone. He's a fifth year. He's probably not going to be there.
Yeah.
Like one douche
No.
nozzle doesn't make
Wrong.
it.
Wrong.
let's-
You need to
okay.
transfer. Your social life's over. Like, you need to start. You need a fresh start. You're never going to recover from this ever again. Like, at this university. You're fucked, dude. You're fucked.
What Dan's saying is you need to fake your own death, re-enroll so you have 0 credits because you're a new human being under another identity, and then you can rush as a freshman.
Right. Or even if you do transfer and you lose these credits, you'll still be a sophomore. You're staying in college longer. You're going to get more out of the fraternity experience. But you're probably, I mean, if they do a background check on you and they see that you're the boner that got kicked out of this group at this Big Ten school, they're going to be like, oh.
Well, he didn't get
ball
kicked
that kid.
out.
In all seriousness, definitely do not transfer away from the Big Ten school and like intentionally lose credits so you can
Yeah.
rush as a younger year. I mean,
Stay in school as long as you can. Transfer. Do it.
okay, shut up. You can do that. I mean,
That would be the reason to do it.
That's
that
the
would be
plan.
that is the reason to do it. It's not because you want to like. You think that you have a better chance of getting into a fraternity as like a sophomore instead of a junior. The thing is, we had one year. One of our spring classes was like half like spring sophomores. And,
Yeah.
like, they were cool guys, and we would have taken them as junior fall.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, 1.5 years is still gonna be awesome.
Nah,
you
man.
still are clearly having a good time at this place. I
The
mean,
house makes the man. That's what they say.
Yeah, you be initiated.
Yeah, dude, you were a sophomore pledge.
Dude,
Well,
also,
sophomore
if
pledge.
you rush,
Yeah.
if you rush as a junior fall guy, you're gonna be your pledge class's favorite dude because you're fucking buying alcohol for all of them.
That's true. That
They're
is a
gonna
good
love you.
point.
Probably going to be pledge class president.
Probably will be. Honestly, you're very
Most
stately,
responsibility, yeah.
presidential. You're being hazed by guys who are like 2 years younger than you.
You cannot laugh at it.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So that was the email. I figured I gave him like a real response, and then we got.
I was
some-
half and half.
Yeah.
And then Dan,
All right.
So do you know what Dan does love though?
I do love to gamble.
Dan, what's your biggest gambling loss ever?
Biggest gambling loss is $10,000, Jared.
And what did you bet on?
Wisconsin basketball. Sam Decker, Frank K.
I could have told you. Dan didn't even tell me he made
National
this bet.
championship.
As
Dude,
you guys know, I went to the University of Wisconsin. I was an undergrad. I was a senior when we were in the national championship game for basketball. Dan never even told me he was dropping 10 grand on this game for some reason.
Wisconsin plus 5.5.
Wisconsin plus 5.5. And as you guys know, we blew like an 11-point lead.
11-point lead.
Grayson Allen, Tyus Jones, just
16.5-point lead with 9 minutes left in the game.
Tyus Jones just jumping into us and getting fouls called on us, and Grayson Allen doing the same thing and just being a total fuck dick.
Granted, it wasn't my money. Technically.
Dan.
No. I mean, it was my money.
It was your winnings are still your money. If that wasn't the case, you're like, yeah, my job earnings, yeah, not my money. It's my profits.
This is true.
So, anyways, do you know where you're not going to lose money?
MyBookie.ag.
Dan, take it away.
You know, MyBookie is a great site. It's a place where you can be either a rookie or an expert.
And
Expert
still get pussy.
or a
Is
rookie.
are we right about that?
Yeah.
Ham.
Either way, you're going to get pussy because you're going to win money.
Guaranteed.
And that's what comes afterwards.
You know, the best
check
way to
out
get
MyBookie.
started on mybookie.ag is to go sign up and then use the promo code FRAT, F-R-A-T, FRAT. You'll get a bonus, and then you
An
can
undisclosed
get
amount.
paid and get laid and all that
But
stuff.
here's a really fun thing about mybookie.ag this week. If you go on right now, use promo code FRAT, F-R-A-T, and you can actually bet on whether Dan or I are going to win the TFM Office Super Bowl Prop Bet Challenge.
There's prop bets you can bet on, and then there's prop bets of prop bets.
Like, literally,
Somebody
you
else's
can go
prop
on the
bets.
website and go down to Super Bowl props.
Yeah, if you go to the MyBookie Sportsbook, then you go to NFL, then you go Super Bowl 51 special props. The very last prop is the TFM prop special contest.
And this is not a joke. You can literally go and bet your money on who's going to win our challenge.
It's
Thing.
not
They
Jared.
made odds for it and everything. It's pretty insane. I don't know how you guys set this all up, but you can. Here's the thing. You are a absolute dumbass if you do not put a lot of money on me as a flyer.
Dude, isn't like your big pick that Lady Gaga's first song is going to be Poker Face?
Yes, I did put.
He's all in on poker.
I put $30 on that to win $330, and because I wanna hold 'em like they do in Texas, please. What's up, Houston? Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. That's a direct quote from the future. Ma.
Jesus Christ. All right,
Poker
check out
face.
my bookie.
Yeah,
Let's toss it to the
gee
other
whiz.
podcast.
You're sitting at your desk. You're bored. You're combing through spreadsheets wondering how the hell you're supposed to distract yourself. You know what the answer is to that? The Touching Base podcast.
You got time to kill, baby. Kill it with us, Touching Base. Just give us a shot to earn your business. I promise we will not let you down. Thank you.
Subscribe on iTunes.
Hey, Dave, a lot of people don't know this, but you have another podcast, don't you?
Yeah, I do. That's great. You brought that up, Madison.
What's it called?
It's called Dudes Doing Business, and you're on it too, and so's Joe.
Hey. That's right.
What are we? We're like a business podcast that you need to be listening to.
You should. I mean, if you want to have success in your business career, then you've got to listen to Dudes Doing Business.
Yeah, I mean, look, we give you valuable insight regarding what we're doing here at Grand X, but we also bring in people from the outside to hear their perspective on shit.
It's just all business all the time, but
Yeah.
none of that pretentious bullshit that you get with other business podcasts.
No way.
We're a different kind of pretentious.
Different kind of pretentious.
The kind that
America's
you-
favorite kind of pretentious.
That subtle kind that's hard to pick up on.
Exactly. All right. Well, yeah, give us a shot. Dudes Doing Business. Subscribe. 5 stars. Party.
Tell your friends.
Hello, I'm Ross Bullen, and I'm here to tell you about our sports podcast called Backdoor Cover, hosted by myself and Dylan Chivalry.
What's up, Billy?
How you doing, Dylan?
Fantastic.
Great. If you like sports or you have a gambling problem of some kind, we are probably the podcast for you. Again, the name is Backdoor Cover. We're on iTunes and SoundCloud. Every week we talk about the biggest stories in sports, pick some games. We talk about life.
We just have a lot of fucking fun.
We do. We have a great time. Hit us up, Backdoor Cover.
All right, guys, now it's time for the hotline call segment. If you want to get featured on the hotline, call in to 800-392-6344. We prefer you to be drunk.
Definitely preferred.
Yeah, because
Preferred.
most of you are insufferable not drunk.
But kind of get to the point.
Yeah.
Don't drag it out.
we were listening to some calls earlier, and some of you take like a minute to get into what you're actually trying to say, and that's just not good radio.
Have an idea of what you're gonna say before you call. Like, don't just ramble and then get to a point eventually. This isn't like a fucking trail in the woods where eventually you're gonna come out of the other side.
Yeah.
Like, you need to know where you're going.
Yeah. So that number again is 800-392-6344. Here's this week's first call.
What up, guys? It's me. I'm back from Florida State. Jake, fuck you. Dan, welcome back. We got Philly in our bloods. Much respect. Again, Jake, fuck you, you pussy. Gators recruiting class blows. Also, I have one simple question. What do I do if I accidentally told my mom that I fucking ripped a bong, but she thinks I've never smoked in my life? Again, I accidentally told my mom to rip a bong and not my friends. All right, thank you. This is an emergency. Hurry up, please. Bye.
So it's probably already too late at this point. I'm sure your mom has responded to whatever text you sent her. I'm kind of confused. Jake, do you understand what's going on here?
Did he tell her to rip a bong or that he ripped a bong?
He said both. Like,
Okay.
hey, go rip a bong, dude. Like, is that what he said?
Hey, go rip a bong. I just ripped one. Like, one, that's your fault, and it's very obvious why this happened. It's because you're an uneducated piece of trash from Tallahassee. Mistakes like this don't happen to people that graduated from the University of Florida. We know what we're doing. We know who we're texting. We don't just send random shit out into the interwebs or across text lines and then expect good things to happen. We know what we're doing. You deserve everything bad that's going to happen to you. I hope you get grounded because you probably still do, you child.
You see, this is like the easiest thing to get out of. If you have a mom that isn't like cool with weed or whatever, it's probably pretty easy to just like convince her. She's probably not really hip or like in with the lingo. Just convince her that rip a bong is just like, have a good day, mom. Like, or I'm having a good day. Like,
Hang
it's
loose.
Just hip. It's lingo.
Rip
It's
a
like,
bong.
it's what the kids are saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, mom, it's just ripping a bong today. You know, just having a great day.
So that's like just the degradation of our entire like slang down to this. Like,
Right.
it's just everything is just, yeah, man, how's your day going? Yeah, just crushing lines. You know me,
Pop a
Ripping
bean,
bongs,
baby.
man.
Popping beans.
biting down, chugging shots.
So
I mean, you only have to convince your mom, just one single person, that this is the thing. I don't think it's that hard.
or you tell her it was a bong rip of tobacco.
Oh, that's a good one.
No.
Or she
She'll
probably
never
already,
believe that.
she probably already knows you smoke weed because you didn't get into UF, and that's why you're stuck in Tallahassee.
Here's the thing, though. He's from Philly. So, Dan, how do you feel about him?
He's a great guy. Hey, man, if you want, we can head up Friday for Wing Bowl. Wing Bowl 25, if you're interested.
What's Wing Bowl?
You know what Wing Bowl is?
No,
We talked about it on Back to Recover, but Wing Bowl is every Friday before Super Bowl Sunday. We have it's kind of like the Nathan's hot dog eating contest for wings, but it's much better. People take the day off around Philadelphia to actually attend and drink beer and tailgate the whole time. And you just see a bunch of like obese union workers try to crush wings and beer.
that sounds awesome.
And there's like half naked ring chicks.
That
That's-
sounds like how I imagine Philly always.
Yeah, that's what Philly is. Real quick though, I know I just shat all over Florida State. I'd give them a lot of shit. It's a great place to party. They have an awesome college campus. I just wanted to put that out there. I always feel bad because like
Shouts to the Strip.
I've always really enjoyed going there.
Yeah, I like to.
You just hate everything about
I just
them.
hate all the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like if you wish it was like a nuke town where it was just a city with no people in it that you could just go and hang out.
See, that's completely wrong though.
No,
Like,
that's
the people there are awesome.
they do make it. Like
The city of Tallahassee is a trash bag. But like, I mean, the bars are cool and everything, but then the
They're
people,
really
the
not.
fraternities are cool. The party scene's awesome. But like it as a whole, as a city, like it's the state capital, but it is a trash bag.
it's honestly the only reason it is even the capital is because at the time we didn't have like, you know, the internet or phones and cars. So we had to make it close to two states,
Right.
Alabama and Georgia. And it's very much similar to like the runoff from those two states just kind of lands in Tallahassee, and that's what you get.
But to further
And then
explain
Philly
my
ran.
point too is like, you know how Panama City is when it's not spring break?
Yeah, no.
That's like Tallahassee without the people and
Yeah.
people that go to Florida, and without Florida State. Without Florida State,
what kind of
Tallahassee
what kind
would
of
be Panama
psycho goes to Panama City Beach when it's not spring break? That sounds awful. That sounds terrible.
Sounds like a place you go to kill someone because
Yeah.
no one's around.
Go dump a body. You can do it right in the middle of like a public park because nobody is there.
Hey, you're not drinking here, are you? All right, cool. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's not, no officer.
Just dumping trash. Yeah.
All right, guys, if you want to get in the hotline, that number again is 800-392-6344. Now it's time for the closing statements. Dan?
We're going to me first.
Yeah.
Just always me first.
Yes.
All right. Just back to where we started. Just to bring this full circle. Free my man Otto.
Free Otto.
Like, you're not forgotten. We got
Tits
you.
out for Otto.
Tits out for Otto.
Hashtag.
Girls, like, feel free to send those in for Rush Boobs. Tits out for Otto. And yeah, like, excited for the Super Bowl. Excited for the weekend. Excited to make some money.
Are we watching the Super Bowl together, Dan?
I don't know. You're flying in from Wisconsin?
Yeah, I'm flying from Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. That's right.
Okay, okay. So I'll start my RNC now. Dan, for years, probably his whole life, has no idea how to say the city that I just said. Dan, say it again.
Minneapolis.
No, it's not Minneapolis.
It's Minneapolis.
That is a small version of the capital of Maryland. This is Minneapolis.
All right, guys.
Minneapolis.
If you haven't like already realized by listening to this podcast for 2 straight weeks with me on it, I'm not great with my vernacular or like, just
Hey,
like kind of saying words.
the word vernacular is the longest word I've ever heard you pronounce correctly. So kudos.
I'm not great at just like enunciation. Either,
It's true.
you know.
It's very true.
It's really 'cause I was
monogamously.
Yeah, monogamously, ominous.
So yeah, I'm heading up to Minneapolis for a wedding. Minneapolis, they call it the Paris of the Midwest.
I've never heard that.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, so I'm
A
excited.
lot of people
I've
say
actually
that.
been around there. For those of you Minnesotans, there's probably like 2 of you. I've been to Mistake Lake. Mystic Lake is a casino there, but they call it Mistake.
You gonna
Lake.
hit a Juicy Lucy?
I might get
Is
a
that a
Juicy
burger
Lucy.
joint?
It's
a
a
burger.
special burger with like
That's
2 patties with cheese in the middle.
Specific for that city.
Well, go ahead.
2
Continue.
places to
I'll,
make it, I think.
I'll follow
Yeah,
up on mine.
there's 2 places to get it. I don't know which is better, but yeah, I might get a Juicy Lucy. I get back right before the Super Bowl. I'm gonna watch it. Should be a good time.
Should we go out?
No,
Go
we,
out.
we should watch it at Micah's place with the Blue Apron dinner.
We're not going to
Apron.
Micah's.
Also, so is it me?
Yeah.
So we had going back on Juicy Lucy real quick. We had a burger joint in Ocala, Florida called Juicy Lucy's that made them.
Really?
And it was so weird because I was like, this sounds like the most disgusting thing ever. I never went. It closed down, but that's the first time I've ever heard of that since I saw that when I was like a kid. So I was
Wow.
like, I didn't know if that was a chain or what. But
No,
guess
it's a
Ocala,
Minneapolis.
Florida's not
It's a
huge on
Minneapolis
Juicy
thing.
Lucy's.
It's like a dish. It's not a
Yeah.
restaurant. It's just called a Juicy Lucy.
Juicy Lucy. Well, this was a
Specific
restaurant.
to them.
Yeah.
But anyway, while we were in the booth, James Robinson, 4-star wide receiver, just signed.
Yeah.
So our class is going up. Stole some recruits from Miami, so fuck them. And Mark Richt. You know what? I'm gonna just take the second to gloat. We got a lot of people at the end. We went from 31 last weekend all the way up to 14. We might be at 12 now. So fuck everybody. Fuck you. Go Gators. Chomp chomp.
Looking at the UCF commitment list right now, and it really hasn't changed now. No.
Not change it all.
Nothing update.
Wisconsin may set a record for most 3-star recruits ever. I made that up, but it sounds like it could be true.
Dude, have you seen
Top-rated long snapper in the country.
We did get the number 1
Wisconsin
long
Badger.
snapper in the country
Real
out of Arizona.
real quick, let me jump in. Army takes like 47 kids a year. I don't know if you noticed that. They take like a ton of kids because
Really?
they all are on scholarship
Yeah.
technically, and they are allowed to do it because
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really sick. If you go on 24/7 and look at their recruiting class, you have to keep scrolling to get to the bottom. It's hilarious.
Also, can we give a shout-out to Illinois State commitment, Kobe Buffalo Meat?
Kobe
Oh, God,
Buffalo
yes, I saw that.
It's a real person, guys.
I'm gonna take credit for finding that.
Jake found it.
Yeah,
Kobe
that
Buffalo
popped up
meat.
in my feed, my recruiting feed, and I had to share it with the world.
This is not your average buffalo meat. This is Kobe. It's the nicest buffalo meat there is. They massage him 3 hours a day with olive oil to make it perfectly marbled.
He is a perfectly marbled 6'7" offensive line recruit for the Illinois State Redbirds.
Go Redbirds. Go Birds.
Sweet, sweet.
Oh,
Hey,
Ham wants to
Michael
say
wants some
something.
RNC.
Adios. And if anybody wants to,
What are you showing?
if anybody wants to come over and watch the Super Bowl at my house, they're free to do so.
All right,
Later!
We're gonna let Micah end the podcast.
No,
I
Mike is
think-
not ending it.
I think we need to end it.
For me and Jake and Dan and me again.
Hey, let's
And Jake.
follow. Hey, follow us on Twitter too.
Oh, yeah, I'm at Jared Borislow.
I'm at Jake W. Goldman.
Dan_Regester, REGESTER.
Check out mybookie.ag, promo code FRAT. Bye.
Later.